So now since the concept is clear to you, we'll take some more examples for practice. Okay, so now what you can do, the sum that I've given right now, you can pause the video, solve the sum and get back to the video and check the answer. So let us take the sum now. The sum is evaluate integration 0 to 3, 0 to 1, x square plus 3y square dy dx or dx dy, whatever. So now as you can see that the inner limits are constant, the outer limits are also constant. So it is your choice whether to integrate with respect to x first or y first. So totally depends on you. Let me integrate with respect to y first in this case. So let me use the integration with respect to y first. So let us integrate with respect to y first and then I will integrate with respect to x. So outer limits will be 0 to 3. Okay. Now let us integrate this. The integration for x square. Now x square is a constant. With respect to y, x square is a constant. So x square will be as it is and integration of dy will be y. Integration of y square with respect to y, it is y cube by 3. The limits of integration are 0 to 1 dx. So let us substitute those limits. 0 to 3. Make a note of this. We have integrated with respect to y. So limits to be substituted in y alone. Since we have integrated with respect to y, limits to be substituted. The limits should be substituted in y alone. Since x is a constant, we did not touch that x. So that x square will be as it is. So x square as it is, this will become 1 minus 0, upper limit minus lower limit, plus 3 and 3 will get cancelled. Again, this will be 1 minus 0. And the limits of integration are dx. So what will I get now? Limits will be 0 to 3. And inside the integration, that will be x square plus 1. And now you simply integrate. This is a simple integration. You will have x cube by 3 plus integration of 1 with respect to x is x. And limits of integration are 0 to 3. So after I substitute, I'll get 3 cube by 3 plus 3. So after I simplify this, the answer I'll get is 12. So final integration I have solved, the answer is 12. So order of integration is not important. You can pause and you can integrate with respect to x first and then with y and check the answer. Okay, let us take the next sum. Evaluate 0 to 1, 0 to x, e raised to y by x, dy dx again. So now in this sum, the inner variables are in terms of x. Obviously the inner limits are in terms of x. We will integrate with respect to y first, the opposite variable. So my integration will become 0 to 1, 0 to x, e raised to y by x, dy. y with dy first, opposite variable. जब हम अंदर के लिमिट्स x में लिखते हैं, here the inner limits are in terms of x, so obviously the limits are for y is equal to, right? And then obviously we integrate with respect to y first and later on we'll do with x. So let us integrate this. You will have e raised to y by x and then you'll have to substitute the limits 0 to x. So e raised to y by x as it is upon 1 by x. This will be the integration, and the limits of integration are 0 to x dx. Since x is a constant, right? So now let us substitute the limits. If we substitute the limits, let me take this x here, x e raised to y by x, and then let me substitute the limits. Again, if you have a confusion in what to substitute the limits, I have told you in the earlier sum also, and I am telling in this sum also. Here we have integrated with respect to what first? In the earlier part, we have integrated with y. So the limits you will substitute in y alone. So whatever limits are you substituting, upper limit and the lower limit, that you will substitute in y alone. So let us substitute the limits in y. Don't touch the x, because x was constant. We have nothing to do with x. So here you will have x upon x minus e raised to 0. This is what you will get. Okay, so now x upon x, you know, it is 1, so which is same as nothing but e. So 0 to 1 x and e minus 1 dx. So let me integrate now. Now this is a simple integration. E minus 1 is a constant that will come outside the integration. X integration is x square by 2, right? And the limits are 0 to 1. So my final answer that I get is 1 by 2 e minus 1. This is a final answer for integration. Okay. I hope the sum is clear. Only one thing usually students make mistake is, while substituting the limits, you should pay very attention. Like if you are integrating with respect to y first, the limits of integration should be substituted in y alone. Since x was your constant, we have nothing to do with x. Just make a note of this. Remember this step. Okay. One more example we can take for practice. Evaluate 0 to 1. Upper limit is 1 plus x square dx dy upon 1 plus x square plus y square. You can pause the video, solve this sum and come back and check the answer. So that will be a good practice for you. Instead of just copying the sum, do it on your own. The sum is not difficult. Only the integration part, you should know the formulas properly. We have taken the revision of the formula earlier. So if some formula you don't remember, like simple integration formula, which are a 12 standard formula, you can go back to that formula list and then solve the sum. That will be more easier for you. Okay. Now before I solve this, again, look at the inner limits. The inner limits are in terms of x. That means we have to integrate with respect to y first. Integrate with respect to y first and then later on with x. Okay. Now a small change or a small, you can say, adjustment you can do. Like 1 plus x square plus y square is there. This 1 plus x square, I can, since the limit of integration is under root, if I adjust here something, so the integration will become easier for me. Okay, so I can write this as under root of 1 plus x square square. Okay, same thing, which is again same as 1 plus x square. So this is small adjustment that I have made. 1 plus x square the whole square dx. So now the limits are 0 to 1. Solve it properly. What formula do you have? 1 upon a square plus x square under root of 1 upon, what is the integration formula? Integration dx upon a square plus x square dx. Yes, it is tan inverse. So this thing can be written as 1 plus x square tan inverse of y upon under root of 1 plus x square. The limits of integration are 0 under root of 1 plus x square. Okay, if you have not understood this step, go back to the formula list, you'll understand it. The formula is simply for tan inverse. Now under root 1 upon under root of 1 plus x square, it should be as it is. Let us substitute the limits inside. So where you have to substitute the limits, again I'll make a note of this for you students, that whenever we have integrated with respect to y, the limits of integration should be obviously in y alone. So this will be tan inverse. Let me substitute the upper limit first. And then minus tan inverse, let me substitute the lower limit. This is what you will get after you substitute the limits. So which is nothing but 1 upon under root of 1 plus x square, 0 to 1. Tan inverse of 1 you will have. Tan inverse of 1 you know very well, it is pi by 4. So this will be tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of 0, which is, you know, it is 0. So tan inverse of 1 will be pi by 4. Again, that will come outside the integration. Now a small formula again. If you don't remember, you can go back to the formula list and just check the formula of under root of 1 plus x square. Yes, it is log of x upon x modulus of x upon x 1 upon under root of 1 plus x square. So the limits are 0 to 1. So now let us substitute the upper limit and then you substitute the lower limit. So when I substitute the upper limits, so my final answer will become 1 plus root 2. 0 is as it is. So this will become my final answer for integration. Those who have solved on their own, I just hope that you've got the same answer. Let us take one more example. Integration 0 to 1. One minus y square upon 2. And the integrand denominator is under root of 1 minus x square minus y square. Yes. Again, I hope you can do this on your own now. No need to take the help from me. But still, let me solve this sum. So now again, the inner integration limits are in terms of y. So obviously, we will integrate with respect to x first. So first we will integrate with respect to x. Okay, so now what you can do is a small adjustment you can make. Again, look at the integration limits. The integration limits is what it is having 1 minus y square together. So what you can write, this 1 minus y square, you can write it together from the denominator in one bracket. So that won't make a change anyway. So this will become 0 under root of 1 minus y square by 2. So this will be 1 minus y square. Okay, that will be in one bracket minus x square, and then you will have this way. So clearly, which formula is this? Socho thoda, which formula is this? Yes, correct. It is sine inverse. So sine inverse of x upon under root of 1 minus y square. The limits of integration are 0 under root of 1 minus y square by 2 dy. Again, I'll make a note of this. We have integrated with respect to x. So the limits of integration should be substituted only in x. Okay. So don't get confused. I'm repeating again and again. That may be a repetition for some. But still people, those who not understand, if we repeat again and again, that fits in the mind properly. Okay. So the limits to be substituted in x alone. So this will be 0 to 1. Sine inverse of, first let me substitute the limits. So if I substitute the limits, under root of 1 minus y square and under root of 1 minus y square will get cancelled. But still anyway, I'll substitute the limits and I'll show it to you. So this will be your upper limit. Okay. And then minus sine inverse of 0. That is lower limit. Okay, so that will become what? 0 to 1 sine inverse of under root of 1 minus y square. So 1 upon under root remains only over here. And here sine inverse of 0, you know very well, it is 0. So dy. So now what you will have is sine inverse of 1 by under root of 1 by root 2. So integration, you know it is pi by 4. So pi by 4 can be taken outside the integration anyway. So pi by 4 dy. So you can take this pi by 4 outside the integration. So my final answer is pi by 4. Integration of dy is y and the limits of integration are 0 to 1. So after solving, the answer for integration becomes pi by 4. Okay. So I hope the sums that we have taken, the sums earlier as well as all these practice sums, the concept is clear to you now very well. Right. So now in the next class, we will see where these limits of integration are not given. Here the limits were given, so it was very easy to decide whether to integrate with respect to x first or y first. So in the next lecture now we'll see whether to integrate with respect to x or y first. First we need to know what are the limits of integration. Okay, thank you.